Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're shooting on location at Wisconsin Brand, and today we're having a great time.
Having a great time, beautiful showroom. Can't wait to talk to those folks at the end of the show.
That's coming up soon, but first we have Jim's Coins here. This is Jim Essence. He's the owner. Thanks for coming back on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure. You've got some really cool stuff today. Some of this looks like metallic sculpture, doesn't it?
I know, it really does. It's really fascinating.
Super cool stuff. So tell us a little bit about this.
Well, this is kind of tells my story, how I got into coins and how anybody really gets into coins. These are mint mistakes and where the mint messed up. And some people like to collect stuff like that. When I was younger, my brother kind of got into coins. My dad was into coins. He'd take us to the bank and we'd look at his coins. And at first I kind of teased my brother. I'd go, coins, coins, you know, we were 5 years old.
Right.
And then I started looking at these coins that were made by mistake, and I thought, wait a minute, these are kind of cool. And so I just kind of got interested in them, and you know, the rest is history. Of course, the core of our business is regular coins and bullion, things like that, but this is a sidelight that we're known nationally for. So I thought I'd bring some in and share them with you, and because they're kind of neat to look at.
They're super cool. I see, like, I can't even pick my favorite.
I know, I mean, there's such a cool variety here. Well, tell us about some of your favorites here.
Well, one of them is, this one here is a spring was laying on top of the nickel planchet, and it got struck into the coin. So, and
wow.
it's sticking up, so that's one of my favorites.
That's got to be like one of a kind. I mean, how often could that possibly happen?
Right, and then to get out past quality control, you have to wonder like how.
And that's kind of my question is how did these get out of the mint in the first place? I mean, there has to be a quality control. How do they get out?
There is. That's why they're so collectible. In the mint itself, they're not that rare, but to get out, you know, you have to wonder. You do kind of wonder, did it naturally get it, or did it have some help? We like to think most of them got naturally out. These are some of the most spectacular ones where it's hard to imagine how they did, but they're here now, so that's the main thing that collectors like to say.
How do people get their hands on these? I mean, obviously, you know, they find their way out of the mint one way or another. How do people get their hands on them and then get them into stores like what you have?
Well, now, some of them, like this one here with the double lettering, now this one here is a 1955 double die. It's famous. It's in the die. You could find this one in circulation theoretically. So you can find them in circulation. In fact, we sell a book called Strike It Rich with Pocket Change.
Okay.
And so you could find some in circulation, and some people do that. Some of them you have to go to a bank, like the bank tellers find them, the rolling companies, they find them, then they sell them to dealers, or they collect them themselves and sell them years later. So the more spectacular ones obviously wouldn't even fit in a roll. So
like the spring ones.
Yes.
Or some of these that just are so amazing. I mean, there's a certain beauty to some of these, just kind of how the perfect coin can almost be seen in the middle, but yet there's all this sort of arched metal around it. I think that's just really, really cool.
Yes, and those occur when a coin sticks to the die and keeps striking, and the coins keep getting fed, and it's very hot. And so it sticks, they all stick together, and then you get that.
This is almost like many coins piled up on top of each other, and it just keeps
stamping.
Striking.
Yes, because it's multiple times a second these coins are made.
Wow.
So.
Wow. Okay.
And this one looks real old.
This is really fascinating. You said this was one of the older ones that you have here, and it doesn't even look like a coin.
Yes, that one is pretty cool. It's from France, from 1831. It's actually struck on a piece of brass spoon. So you have to wonder, how did that get in there?
Somebody was having their lunch and whoops.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe they're eating and then.
Right.
Yes. And so people like to collect these. There's a national group club. Here we are on the back of the magazine here.
Error Scope. It's called Error Scope.
Yeah, national club. People come together at a show every year, and they talk about errors. They have a banquet, and you can read the magazine. Here's another more national magazine with the featuring errors. So they are a popular thing. Locally, we do have some people who come in, and so it's really fun. Here's some pictures of, like, here's a birthday cake with the mint air birthday cake when I was young.
So you've been into this for a really long time.
Right. It's something that the whole family can enjoy together. Here's my family. We're at a coin show. My baby sister is holding up the coins.
Cute.
And here's me when I was a teenager.
That's cute.
So it's something that the whole family can enjoy.
Right. I think these bills are just fascinating too, because I mean, this one in particular, I mean, this literally got folded and printed on the fold. And so that somehow got past quality control as well. And I think it's amazing. I didn't think about how often this could happen, but it's really not the frequency of how much it happens, but the frequency of how often it gets out of quality control that is
That's
really
surprising.
intriguing.
Yeah.
Yes, it doesn't happen often. That's why they're
Right.
rare and cool to look at. Bank tellers find them, and it's cool to get together and talk about how these
Yeah.
might have happened. And yeah, it's something
It's
that the whole
so
family can
Cool to
enjoy.
talk to you about it, Jim. Thanks so
Yeah.
much for
Yeah.
being here today.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me and giving me this
Absolutely,
format
yeah.
to
We
share
never
them.
have quite enough time. There's so much to talk about.
Okay.
Well, thanks so much, and we'll have more right after the break.
Thanks for having me.